All right, got here a 2004 Jeep Liberty. Customer complaint is they changed the heater core, and since then the cluster stopped working. I mean, it works, but the, I don't know, speedometer doesn't work, and it says no bus on it. So they saw two connectors over here that were undone, and they thought maybe that's the problem, but they took the whole thing apart again. They can't find any space for them, so they gave up. So a lot of it's taken apart already. Let's see, plug this guy in. Alright, so we have power there. Just, it's about to rain, so I'm trying to work fast. Okay, well the heat definitely works now. It's actually hot in here. Okay, let's see. Let's just go into here. Intelligent diagnose. Yeah, you know, I don't know if this would work anyway, so let's go to local diagnose. Just do EOBD. I think this uses a PCI bus. That's like a 7-volt waveform, if I remember correctly. Been a while since I worked on one of these. Alright, well, it's working enough that the engine starts. I don't know which protocol, so I'm just gonna let it run through all of them. Alright, it's not working. Okay, so let's pull up a diagram for this thing. Okay, so we got here 2004 Jeep Liberty with a 3.7. Let's go to diagrams, non-OE. Let's just see the information bus. Computer data lines, and it's, what's it running? A PCI bus. Yes, I think that's a 7-volt screw if I remember correctly. I'm not exactly sure, but all right. Well, it goes to all these modules: body control module, instrument cluster, airbag module, compass, hands-free module, occupant classification, radio controller, Sentry key immobilizer. That actually has a yellow, violet, and black wire on it. It's different. Let me just see if any of these connectors have that wire. Then we'll know. Because this one looks like it could be for a Sentry key immobilizer. Yeah, this is a yellow. I've never seen that. That's funny. 3 different colors on a wire. I don't think I've ever seen that. There's yellow, black, and violet on the other side. A stripe of each. So this is for the immobilizer, which obviously this doesn't have. Let's just go look at this. Let me get a scope. We'll look at the actual network. Which comes in at, let me just see, at pin 2 on the data link connector. Okay, we'll ground this on the door jamb. Here's the scope. Let's turn it on. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. So Let me just disconnect the scan tool. I don't need that for now. We'll go in over here, pin 2. Yeah, we got nothing. We got a shorted bus. See that? It's at like 279 millivolts. All right, so let's see what's on here. I mean, I guess the easiest thing, everything's undone, so we'll just unplug the cluster, see if it's a bad cluster. I mean, a wire could have easily gotten pinched. They pulled the whole dash. No, same exact. So let's plug this back in. So I don't think it's a connector issue. It still says no bus. What else do we have here? Let's go back to the diagram. So there's just splices, there's no connectors. See all these things. Okay, so instrument cluster we have here. There's also a body control module. What's the easiest to get to? Airbag module. It's like somewhere under here. I don't think it has a compass. Hands-free module that probably doesn't have. It might have this. Let's try the, I mean the radio's aftermarket. Think something got messed up there? Well, let's see, they put, that's glued in, that's pretty cool. That's custom. Wow, comes out nice and easy. Alright, so we gotta find a pink, a yellow, and, well, right here's a yellow and violet wire, and it's wired in to 2 other wires. Is that just shorted? Oh, hold on. Look at this. This is it. Let's just disconnect that wire. Did our network come back? Yes, it did. And we got our miles back, and it's working. So I guess when they pulled this apart, this must have been taped together, and some reason they added in the network wire that was probably just hanging out around there, but because everything was cut. I'll twist those back together and just leave the network wire out and cover it so it doesn't short again, and we should be good to go. So the brake light's on. Hold down, let's see if we could communicate with this thing. I'm sure we could. It also needs a brake switch. I see right there that it's cracked off. It's hanging here and the plastic's cracked. So what is it, peak to peak is 7. Yeah, 7 volt square wave. Yeah, alright, that was easier than expected. Okay, let me just plug this in to see if, I'm just curious if it would be able to communicate. There. He said there's other issues he doesn't really care about. Like the engine light would come on occasionally, but they just wanted the cluster to work again. Yep, we can read the VIN. Okay. We'll just do a full scan while we're here. And I'm not putting this one back together because I didn't pull this one apart. I'll put tape on that for them. That much I'll do. Now let me get tape while this is running. All right, I got some tape around that one and tape around that. And we'll put this back in place. And we're done. Let's just see what's happening. Yeah, we got communication. There's codes and everything. But they told me not to worry about that. What do we have here? Lost comm with everything. Okay. It's all stored. Just clear everything when I'm done. But that's it. Just somehow that wire got tapped in there. And they said it was working before, so somehow when they put everything back together, they must have assumed that wire goes there. I don't know why. But it is what it is. Alright, thanks for watching.